the ANC government has failed, and it is being articulated through various forms of ongoing protests, the proliferation of more opposition parties, the strengthening of civil society. The growing number in South Africa does indicate poor governance by the South African state. And it also shows that our economy has not been run properly. But I will tell you this, Mr. Chairman, that the United States must perhaps consider that our country is not just made of government decisions or of the government. It is made of citizens, civil society, people who remember the United States history with South Africa, which perhaps is not well exploited. I'm referring here to an incident that happened in 1986. In fact, on the 29th of September is the anniversary of that incident, where the House overwhelmingly voted 313 to 83 to override President Reagan's veto.
In the time that we have in your response, I would like you to maybe give a little bit of insight on exactly how we can address the needs of the people without taking that paternalistic tone, that condescending contradiction that you mentioned before. How can we execute that from the United States Congress to actually affect the lives positively of South Africans?
I think supporting South African businesses, because the business community remains vibrant, it remains influential. The business community does often hold the government to account. When it comes to our energy crisis, I'm sure you are familiar with the fact that our country has been experiencing some load shedding or blackouts, as it were. It is the business community that has come to step up and rescue South Africa.
And what level of accountability can we share with the American people that their tax dollars are being used efficiently and in their own best interest?
I think when you start seeing the fruits of the investment into South African businesses, youth programs that the United States already has and runs with South Africa, those kind of interventions that make a real improvement in the lives of the people. But also when you see that South Africa's civil society and the voting choices, they're not rewarding the ANC. The ANC is the party in power. Of course, there are historical reasons for that. But when you look at its share of the vote, you can see that citizens are starting to talk back. They are starting to turn away from poor governance and corruption. So I think the United States has to have a vested interest in democracy by supporting entrepreneurship, investment opportunities, and giving education opportunities for many Africans who want to stay at home and build their country.
Thank you very much.